Gears of War!
Alright, so I won't quit my day job to become a heavy metal singer, but at the same time, it's Gears of War, okay? It's an action-filled, adrenaline-pumping game that just makes you feel like a badass after you've been playing it for a while. The good news is, Gears of War 3 has not tried to reinvent the wheel. The game is exactly the same as the first two, or it plays the same, except it seems Epic went ahead and tweaked the Unreal Engine 3, so the game looks a lot better. That's the first thing you're going to notice, is the graphics are a lot crisper. You don't have that texture popping problem that we had in the original Gears of War. The lighting has been completely redone and looks much better. The color scheme in this game is much more vibrant than it's been in the previous two. This might be because you're on the surface a lot more in this game. You're not underground in caves throughout the whole thing like you were in 1 and 2. Also, the amount of enemies rendered at once in this game is superior to the previous two. There are some really, really huge battles in this game that will just blow your mind. So they went ahead and took a lot of time, obviously, tweaking this engine and bringing out its maximum potential for this trilogy finale. As I just mentioned, this is the final game in the Gears of War trilogy, and I'm not going to spoil anything for you, but they do go ahead and wrap everything up very well. It doesn't appear that there's going to be a fourth Gears of War, so if you're thinking that there is, maybe there will be later on, who knows, but it doesn't seem that way. Like I said, I'm not going to ruin anything for you, just play it for yourself. As far as the story goes in this game, you're really going to be left behind because they don't go back and tell you everything that's been going on. They don't backtrack very much in this game. So you have to make sure that you've played Gears of War 1 and 2. At the very least 2, so you know what the heck is going on. Although, as I said, this game is Gears of War, and it's basically the same exact gameplay that we're used to and know and love, but they did go ahead and add new weapons and new sequences in this game that do make it unique compared to the other games. For example, the Vulcan is probably the coolest new weapon that I've seen. It's a minigun that shoots a lot faster than the Mulcher and is far more destructive, but it requires somebody else to hold the ammo bag and feed the bullets in, otherwise it just won't fire. So it's a very powerful weapon, but it requires 2 people. I could see this being more of a strategy weapon during Horde mode and during multiplayer. There are also underwater sequences in this game that really show off the new lighting effects and really give you a different experience of Gears of War. True, it's a rail system and you don't have control of the sub, but it's kind of neat just looking at the beauty of the scenery and then, of course, having to fight for your life. It's a pretty intense sequence, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. As I said before, this is an action-packed game, and the music and the voice acting and everything else in this game are top-notch and really play to that effect. However, some of the lines in the dialogue definitely seem like they were something out of Bulletstorm. They're kind of way over the top, super macho. I can't really repeat them on here because there might be kids watching, but if you play the game, you'll understand. Some of the dialogue, you're going to just think, why would they go there? But at the same time, that's not too common. It's pretty random that that happens, and you just kind of look past it. Besides that, the actual voice acting itself is very well done. You feel emotionally drawn into the characters and some of the more critical sequences in the game. And of course, the music and the whole presentation of the game is fantastic. There's really not too much else to say about Gears of War, the campaign, besides the fact that they wrap up the story very nicely, it's presented extremely well, and it's still fun as hell to play. So, it's one of those, if you like Gears of War 1 and 2, go buy this, don't ask questions, just do it. They do wrap it up nicely, so you don't have to be afraid of that. And if you're mainly a campaign player, you will enjoy this experience. We will be covering the multiplayer aspects here shortly, and we'll go ahead and give you our final take on the game. But as of right now, if you enjoyed the storyline of the Gears series, definitely go pick this up now, or you can wait for our complete review coming here over the next couple of days. For more information, go to www.gamersarmada.com and check out my full written review.
Take him out! We gotta give him some time!